make sure you can all hear me. Check. 1, 2. Can you guys hear me okay? Check. 1, 2. Yeah, I need to be able to hear myself. There we go. Hello, everyone out there in internet land. Hi, it's Neil. What's happening, guys? Everything is cool. I'm all set up here. Johnny, what's happening? Now, yeah, that should be the mini over here. You hear that? Does that sound right? Does that sound like a filter sweep to you? All right. Background noise. Like, what kind of noise? Loud. Okay. How's my voice coming through? Ralph, what's happening? It's still on. Okay, I just turned it off. Oh, you know what it is? My good friend Todd Reynolds, who I learned a lot about streaming from recently, told me there's about anywhere between a 6 and 11 second delay of comments. So you're responding and I'm talking to you. Voice is good? Okay, that's great. Thanks, Gianni. And your comments are showing up. I can see them. But there's a lag. So I will respond to things as I can. And we'll do what we can. Audrey, what's up, bud? All right. This is fabulous. All right, hi. It's me, Neil Alexander. Let's get a little background music, shall we? Where's my marimba? I have this wonderful instrument here that has Korg Karma. Feed it a couple of notes, and it just goes off. So it's been a minute since I've been here with you guys. I did I think the last streaming show I did was in July. The last From the Lab show was in July. And now, and then I did a couple outdoor shows in September, October. We did streamed from the backyard. That was big fun. But it kind of like, with everything that's been going on in the country and elsewhere, the pandemic and all, I kind of fell off the horse, sort of. Good news for me is that I managed to practically finish this five movement chamber music piece that I've been working on since March. So I'm trying to complete that, and that's almost done. We're looking at a premiere performance streamed at the end of April, beginning of May, and then a couple other performances during the year, and then a recording. So that's what I've been putting my energy into. But love you guys. Want to make music for you. So here we are. I've prepared a list of songs. There's one request in there. My friend Monroe Quinn requested something a few months back, and I'm finally getting to it. I think it's going to be good. I am checking the comments, as it were. Let's see. Who's watching where? Anybody watching on YouTube? If you are, just give a shout. If you're watching on Twitch, I want to see how the comments show up here. This is the first time I've used this new software for an official broadcast, so I'm still sort of sussing out how it works. But we have some nice things happening. We have a couple of camera views, the overhead view. And now you can see I have a camera here, so I can see you. Well, I can see you because I am using a projector to show this view on the wall. So I feel like I'm not just looking into a vacuum. Let's set up another camera for overhead. And those will switch. And I think there was one more thing I have to set up. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I have to set up. Give me a moment. Hang with me. Let's see. Hang with me here a second. There you are. Oh, jeez. God. Hello. Hello. Check 1, 2. Yeah. A lot of things to get right here in terms of lighting and things like that. Trying to get it all together. For some reason, I'm extraordinarily nervous about tonight. I was talking this over with my beautiful wife, Nita, who said, "Oh, you're going to be fine, just relax." Now, the weird thing is that... Excuse me a second. The weird thing is that I've been performing pretty much nonstop since I was 13 years old. And that is a long time ago at this point. Disturb. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Setting something up here for fun. For your enjoyment. Using my iPad. There we go. All right. So now, let's see if this shows up where it's supposed to show up. Nope, not there. That's supposed to be that. There we go. Ooh, nice. So that'll pop in and out over the course of the performance. A little distraction. I bet that's loud, huh? Present on YouTube, Andre. Great. Awesome. Excellent. All right. I think we're going to get started. Yeah. There we go. I am just manipulating windows, make sure I can see everybody. Kendall Scott, what's up, bud? Good to see you. Yeah, see, this is cool. And I gotta like, I don't know if he's on, if he's gonna tune in or not, but I do want to give a shout out to Todd Reynolds, because he really did help me level up my virtual presence. And he's an incredible musician, violinist, looper, electronic genius, worth checking out. Anyway, so Robert D, what's up, my brother? My buddy Robert Dorschel is here. He is also a tremendous musician, electronic character. Let me change this here. Anyway, all right. So, cool. So, how's everybody doing? You guys all right? I mean, things are really freaking weird as fuck. And yes, I'm sorry, I curse. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Things are weird as fuck. I did kind of, well, I don't want to get into it. I promised myself I wasn't going to discuss politics or anything like that. So I'm just going to jump into some music. How about that? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Just double check this. Like I said, this is new software. Seems like it's all good now. Thanks for coming in. All right, better? Cool. A lot better. Excellent. More lowering. Okay. All right. You know, I'm using Ecamm and I'm lowering the... Oh, there it goes. Wait, it wasn't changing. Oh, maybe that's better. That's probably a lot better there, right? Right? Whoa. Yeah, that was fun. Let's see if we got anything. Oh, yeah. Hi, we're back. Looks like one of the cameras froze. I should check that. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. I'm having a good time. I hope you are. I hope you're all healthy, well, staying safe out there. It is crazy out there. Anyway, so that was a combination of things. A little bit of groove-based improvisation featuring a few melodies from some of Joe Zawinul's compositions. The Harvest from his solo album, a couple other things I threw in there. Sometimes like you can't keep track of all that. You know, you hear stuff, you play it, and then later you're like, what was that I did? I just don't know. Let's see. Oh, Daniel Berkman is here. Daniel, what's up, buddy? This is great. Now, I see I've got the chat open. I got everything rocking here. Now I have to switch songs. I have to go to the next song here. So I have to go switch over to Ableton for a moment. And, oh, yes, and I still have a little window here with Ecamm in it automatically. I don't even have to do anything. This whole business with this software is really incredible. So thank you, Todd Reynolds, if you're still there. Yeah, you're still there. I see you. But no buts. But hey, thanks, because I really have upped my. I leveled up my virtual presence. I think in exactly the way that you were hoping some of us might. I definitely did. Eric Pearson, what's up, man? Eric Pearson, who a great saxophonist who also played in Ronald Shannon Jackson's Decoding Society, friend of Vernon. So let's see. Who else we got here? Anthony Murray is here. What's up, man? This is freaking awesome. Let's see who else we got. Daniel Berkman, Johnny, Kendall Scott, Robert D. Just looking through the chat here. David Lax is there. What's up, David? What's up, man? Yeah, here I am doing the thing again with all the stuff. Trying to make it happen, Cap'n, as they say. All right. We're going to go on. After this next tune, stop and chat for a bit if you guys have questions about what I'm doing, or you want to talk about synthesizers or any of that stuff. Hey, Skip Miller is here. What's up, Skip? Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in. Outstanding. All right. So I'm going to play now an old song of mine. Let me make sure that got loaded up correctly here. It looks good. Also running the balance of the sequence against the keyboards, kind of adjusting it in real time as we go, because let's see what do I have here. I have some notes here. One of my issues when performing live, and this is something that if you've seen me perform more than one time, you'll see me scrambling to call up the right patch for the right song. Now, I used to do everything via this thing called MIDI. Most of you know what MIDI is if you're here. MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, and I would have a foot control pedal which would call up all of the sounds needed for a particular song across all of the keyboards at once. And that was great if you're playing songs that need specific sounds. And after doing that for quite a long time, I decided that I like the idea of being able to call up sounds on the fly oh, what sound do I feel like using? And not being tied into MIDI. In fact, this whole rig here, there's no MIDI in this rig at all. There is no MIDI in this rig. Everything is being played in real time. I like it. All right, so I have some notes here for this song. Let's see what we got. Oh, yes. Ba-ba-ba. And this is a starting place. Kind of a starting template. Let's see. We want this sound. I know we're going to want this sound. This is a sound that I use all the time. My friend Rob nicknamed this Neil's sound. And I have written it into every synthesizer I have ever owned. Very easy sound to make. We can talk about that later. Yes, Robert, I am a heretic. This is true. And proud of it. All right, let's see. So that, well, mini Moog, the memory Moog, we're going to need some strings here. This thing is a beast. It's redonkulous. It has a button here called unconditional contour, which forces the contour generators to play all the way through. So if I turn the attack and release time all the way up and then touch the keyboard, it will follow the curve of the contour, which is an amazing thing. There's a lot of other things that this instrument can do. Anyway, all right, so that's that. We have this. We want this sound. I really love the Oberheim 4-voice and 8-voice synthesizers because you can set each voice to a different sound, and then as you play the keyboard, it'll step through each oscillator or each voice. And there's really not much else that can do that, but I'm always trying to recreate that patch. So I have a patch here called 4-voice lead, in which every time you strike a key, it's a little bit different. It's one of the many programming tricks that you can do when you know what the hell you're doing with synthesizers. Anyway, okay, so this tune is called Breadman. I wrote it for my buddy Ryan Ball, who was a bass player in the Machine, but he was my friend before that. He's been my primary engineer, my mixing engineer, since 1995. He worked on my first record, Alone at Last. He worked on all my other records. So Ryan is like my guy. Yo, my guy. You dig? Anyway, so this is for him. It appears on my record, Tugging at the Infinite, but it is kind of a slow rock cruncher. And the reason for that is because I took a 15-year detour into pretending I was a guitar player. We'll come back to that in a bit. But so I rearranged it a little bit, and I'm going to play it for you now. First time in the new arrangement. Right on. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. All right. So, interestingly enough, first of all, thank you all very much for sticking around. Thank you for that. That's once again, it's called Bread Man. Now, I haven't played that song in probably, I don't know, over 10 years at this point. All right, let's see who's on the chat. Okay. Andre's still hanging out. Coming in from a couple of different directions. Nick, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Isabel, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. We got to do a hang one of these days, with our respective families. One of these days, when things get back to whatever they were or whatever they're going to be. Because who the hell knows? Now I got to ask, hey, Trevor, what's up? Trevor New is here. Hey, Peter O'Brien. Damn. Some cats hanging. This is cool. I'm digging it. Excellent. All right, so I got to ask here. We're having a little issue here. It looks like one of my cameras is stuck. So I'm going to try to address this situation. By trying to change cameras, man. Let's see. We want to go to that scene that seems to be hanging. This is it here. I don't know if it looks like to you like it's hanging. We turn that off. Change this over. Oh, this scene is just frozen, isn't it? Let's make that go away. Just bear with me a moment, guys. I'm not sure why this is behaving so erratically. This one's good, right? This guy's fine. But my overhead view is a little wonky. I'm wondering if I need to restart the camera. I'm going to do that real quick because I want you guys to have the best experience possible. So let's shut this down. There it goes. Restart it. Two clicks. And there it is. Yay, I'm back. And I'm looking right at you guys. Welcome to Neil's World. So, let's switch over to the computer. Let's take a couple questions. Anybody got any questions about the rig or my setup? Or anything like that? Love taking questions from cats. So let's see. First of all, let's close this window so I can see the chat. There it is. Right on. Richie is here. No, Richie, I didn't have to reboot it. Just the camera, bud. Rebooting usually means the whole rig, and I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? All right, excellent. So, let's see, how many Moogs we got? Somebody asked me how many Moogs I have. Oh, it's Andre asked me how many Moogs. So it's 1, 2, 3, sub 37 down here, 4. And actually, you can't see it because it's hiding, but of this up here, there's actually another mini Moog in here. There's another mini Moog hiding in there. It needs TLC. It needs a restoration job. So there's a cat in South Carolina who does amazing work. And I've already talked to him, and I'm going to ship it down there and have him turn it into a gigging instrument, which means extra secure in the frame. And I'm not sure yet if we're going to go with the optical keyboard sensors, whatever is more stable, whatever is easier to maintain. The two minis have different oscillator boards, different wheel assemblies, and they sound really different, which is cool because they're, on the surface, they're almost exactly the same. Yes, Richie, that's why we call it Live from the Lab. That's why the series is called Live from the Lab. And I have a graphic for that, but I it only occurred to me a few minutes ago that I should have it set in a way that I could pull it up, and I don't. And it's okay. It's fine. I'm going to continue to play some more music. Let's see, what are we going to do next? What's the blue lit touch panel thingy on the Sub 37? The blue lit touch panel. Let's see. Over here. Oh, you mean this little guy here? That's actually my iPhone. And another blessing from our friend Todd Reynolds, who uses this thing called, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called. But I have it here. Stream Deck. It's called Stream Deck. And it's usually a piece of hardware that controls your software. But they also have a version for your phone. So I'm in here, and I can change all kinds of things from my phone. I can change the camera that you're looking at. Shoot-a-doot. Boop-boop-boop. Boop-boop-boop. Boop, 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 boop. And it works great. It's fantastic. And so I just turn it on, and I leave it somewhere where I can get to it if I need to. Basically, everything's running kind of automatically at this point. Let's see, what else I got? Pro 2 or Pro 3? No, Pro 2, man. Robert, Pro 2. Pro 2. Not going for the Pro 3. I mean, maybe eventually, but I just got the Pro 2 within the last year. Like I got it, I think, last summer, and it's fucking great. And I'm still getting a ton of mileage out of it, you know? I mean, it sounds like everything I needed to sound. This is a Pro 2 sound. That sounds great. And the thing is way lighter than any of my Moog instruments. Easier to bring out to gigs. You'll remember gigs, right? Yeah, that's like a thing. Gigs was a thing. It was a thing we did way back when that maybe someday we'll do again. Anyway, let's see. You guys are joking about, let's see. Let's not tell him that there's eCam MIDI. Oh, really? Well, I mean, I guess I probably would have figured it out eventually. The most pleasant surprise I had was I did a little test stream to Facebook, and when I finished it, it said, "Oh, your stream is finished. Here's your file. Would you like us to upload that to YouTube for you?" I was like, "Yeah, dog." I didn't know it did that. That's like not in the manual, or at least it's not in the quick start manual that I read. So there's a lot of little features in here that make it great. Who does my hair and makeup, Robert? You do, bro. You don't remember? You were here like just 2 hours ago. Let's see. Yeah, Pro 2 is a keeper. Absolutely. This is freaking awesome. I am enjoying this very much. Let's see. Nick, that's very kind of you, man. We will talk, because what you're doing, you guys got to check out, first of all, the Cosmic Crossings concert series, which is in Washington Township, New Jersey, right near the Pennsylvania border. It's down south. It's about an hour and a half from me. They have this beautiful church. It's a Universalist Unitarian church, and they do these amazing concerts. Space is beautiful. There's visuals. I did a show there. A lot of my friends in the electronic music community have done shows there. Anyway, of course, that had to stop, but Nick, who is one of the guys who runs the thing, along with Carl Fury and a whole bunch of other really cool cats. And this is all like space music, ambient music, which there's so many people doing amazing things with that it's really extraordinary. Anyway, so Nick went virtual, and now he has a thing called Nick's Virtual Garage. Nick, why don't you post the link to that in the comments? I just don't have it handy. I would be posting more links and stuff, but I have Ecamm open, connected to the web, streaming massive amounts of data, plus Ableton Live open. And I'm afraid if I look at the computer the wrong way, it will just say, "Oh, that's it." So, but one cool thing about Ecamm is it allowed me to do this, which I really, really enjoyed. And this is a program that's running. See if you can still hear me. No, you can't. Yes, you can. This is a program that's running on my iPad right now. And it's just running. It's generating visuals. And so every so often, the software will switch to the visuals. It switches kind of automatically, which is really great fun. Great fun. Ah, yeah, it switched back. Okay, so let's go back to okay, so next tune. Let's move along. Any other questions? Hold 'em. I can vouch for the Universalist, Unitarian, Universalist. I can't remember how those words go. Robert says he can vouch for that. It is a amazing space. It really is. It's beautiful. Oh, Isabel, thank you. Yes. Thanks. I'm not sure because I have a whole bunch of scenes here and plus 4 scenes that automatically switch to other scenes. So to make sure that everything is unmuted and doing what it's supposed to do across all, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 scenes. And actually, it's surprisingly easy to manage. It's so much easier than OBS. And I love OBS. OBS got me started. But OBS is insane. You got to be able to write if you can hack an iPhone, you can use OBS. That ain't me. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so next tune on the list here is a beautiful ballad that I wrote when our child was born in 1996. It's a long story. Everything worked out great. We tried to do a home birth. We ended up in the hospital. But my lovely wife was in labor for about 24 hours. Now, at that point, I had stopped drinking coffee for about, a year or so. So, of course, I had to start drinking coffee again. Anyway, after we got home, and it was a massive ordeal. But we did manage to get home, and like I said, everyone was okay. Everything was all right. We got home, and I had this music going through my head, this tune, like a little melody. And this is like 3 o'clock in the morning or 2:30 in the morning after being up for a really long time. And I finally just decided, and I had caught a little cold, so they were in the bedroom, and I was actually sleeping in the living room. And I decided to get up and write it down, because if I didn't, if I don't write it down, it's not going to be there tomorrow. And I'm really glad I did. And so it ended up being a jazz ballad, like a waltz ballad. And I've performed it that way every time I've done it. It's been 24 years now. But not having a drummer and the kind of interaction that's required for, not required, but that I would prefer to have when playing jazz or that type of improvisational music. I decided to try to rearrange it. So kind of made it a little bit of a down-tempo hip-hop thing. And I think it's cool. So this is a new arrangement. I'm going to go through again my notes, set up sounds ahead of time. Let's see. Come back to the comments. Yeah. This is a ballad that I wrote. Yeah, that's right there, Andre. This is a ballad that I wrote for my kid when my kids was born. When was you born? I don't know. I was pretty young then. Some of you will get that reference. Now let's see. When was you born? Okay, so this is called Whisper of Angels. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we have a mellow. We're gonna have a little mellow sound here. And we have some electric piano without the delay. Ableton in the house. Let's see. We need a. I don't think I necessarily was going to use the Voyager on this one, but I'll bring something up in case I decide to hit it. Oh, here's one of my favorite Voyager sounds, which is a copy of an ARP 2600. That's something I'm going to do next time. It's called Scarlet Woman. It's an old Weather Report tune. Hey, it looks like Maria Viana is here from Portugal. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Great to see you. She has an amazing jazz club in Cascais outside of Lisbon. I did a show there a couple years ago, and we all got to be friends. It was lovely. And I can't wait till I can come back. Maria, I can't wait till I can get back to see you again. Really looking forward to it. I guarantee ya. All right, let's see. What do we got here? We need a sound. Where's the sound? This one? That's pretty good. Nah. This one. This sound. A little extra reverb. Elisa Brown Zuckerberg, what's happening? Elisa, great to see you. Thanks for coming. Let's see. What reference? Talking about the song reference? The song Scarlet Woman, this crazy sound that I just played a second ago? Well, put the comment in there. I'll check it out on the other side of this tune. See, anything else to hammer on? No, we're good to go. All right. Cheat sheet. All right, so I'm going to drop this down here. There we go. So the mini Moog, which is over here. Oh, is this flipped? It's flipped for me. Now, if you were looking this way, yeah, this is what you would see. You're seeing the right view. It looks weird, but it's cool. All right, so the mini Moog, which is over here. I think I'm going to use that on this song somehow. All right, let's talk more play, as one of my closest friends shouted from the back of a venue one day, many years ago, when we were talking to the audience in between songs. So, here we go. I saw my friend Herb Deutsch on the chat earlier. Herb, are you here? Still here, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, man. Checking it out. Anyway. Right on. Yeah. That is so much fun to do that. And like I said, that was a jazz waltz arrangement. Yeah, Richie, I can see that camera froze again. I'm not sure what to do about that. It's a little annoying. I guess I can try restarting it again. At least the other one hasn't frozen. Yeah, I'll try restarting it again. Let's see, it's 10:30 almost, which means I've been up here for about 90 minutes. Thank you, everybody. Let's see, who else we got? Jerry Zalewski, Jerry Z. Badness. Oh, that's a compliment. I know that. I know that word. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Who else will we got? Let's see. Elsa Brown. Alyssa. Hey, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Julia, what's happening? Yeah, we got a lot of peeps here. Tristan, good to see you, man. Richard Small, nice. Maria, yes, you're still there, and I am thrilled about that. I have to tell you, this is really great. I'm having a great time. I'm going to do this more often. I did deal with when I was setting up to do this. I dealt with an extraordinary bout of nervousness. I couldn't believe how nervous I was. I was like freaking out. And, you know, I have been playing in front of an audience continuously for 47 years. So I didn't really understand why I was so nervous. Yeah, Richard, miss you too, man. Sam from Three Waves. Oh, Sam, what's up? And those of you living in the tri-state area, you got to know about this place in Hawthorne, New Jersey called Three Wave Music. The guy he's got Sam, the owner, great guy, and he gifted me some absolutely amazing Weather Report bootlegs once upon a time. We had a long talk, and he comes to shows, and he's just a great guy. And he's got a collection of keyboards in there that has to be seen to be believed. I mean, I think it was like 4 CS80s in there. Good sign to be nervous, huh, Maria? You think so? I don't know. Feels pretty weird. Not used to it. All right, I'm going to try to reboot this camera. So let's see. Let's power it down. Okay. Power's down. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Power back up. Makes a noise. Hit it once. Hit it twice. Boom. It's back. I don't know how long it'll stay. I'm probably maxing out maxing something out. The computer, the power coming from the USB ports. Something's not happening. I'm using these Zoom Q2N 4K cameras. They're little, they're advertised as being for musicians. It's a camera and high quality microphones. Great for recording gigs, but they also work as webcams. So where I'm not going to necessarily drop a lot of money on a Canon 4K camera just yet, I see the difference that it makes. So at some point I will. But for the meantime, I got my two things. I have a webcam back here. That's for Zoom calls. And I also have the camera in the computer, which works just fine. This is about the music. The main thing, of course, is this guy over here. The PreSonus 16x4x2 Firewire digital console, which manages all the audio, including the output of the microphone. Gives me a headphone feed and also feeds the computer. And it's kind of set it and forget it, It's great. So the audio should be nice and pristine. All right. I'm going to do one more tune because it is getting late. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do something else here. This next tune is very difficult. Excuse me a second. I apologize to all my friends who are on the wagon. Let's see, who's this? Tie-Dye Vicky. What's up? Can only stay 5 minutes. That's all right. Thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Richard Small. This is, like I said, the Zoom Q2N 4K. They're little. It looks like a little. I don't know. It's like a square guy. It's kind of thin. It works great. It's a great recorder. I mean, I've recorded gigs with them. You set it on a stand, and I had one break the mini the micro USB jack where it needs to run to be a webcam, and it also gets power. They fail. So the one I had failed. I contacted the company. They said we'll send you another one eventually, and I said, well, I don't want to wait. So I went ahead and purchased another one. There was a sale. I got another one. And then, surprisingly enough, like a month later, they replaced the original one. So now I had two. And I was like, should I return it? And I'm like, nah, this is better. And then for gigs, I have two cameras now that are small, that can each record themselves. They don't need to be hooked up to anything, which is great. All right. Let's see. Anything else on the chat? I'm going to play this one more tune. Anybody else got any questions about the rig? Excuse me. To your health. I'm actually considerably less nervous at this point, so this is good. And I know, like, people that do these things, they have a nice microphone. I have a EV Electro Voice RE20, which I use at the desk, at my mixing desk when I'm talking to people, which is great. But to move about and do different things, I find this headset mic. This is a Sennheiser independent headset mic. It's separate from the headphones. So it's not like an all-in-one. And these are these... I think these are also Sennheiser headphones. They're extraordinarily comfortable. In fact, I couldn't believe how comfortable they were. They're the most comfortable headphones I've ever owned. You can wear them for long periods of time. Everybody's happy. Okay, so my friend Monroe Quinn, who I don't think is here. Monroe, if you're here, say hi. Requested a tune. When I asked for, at the last live stream I did, I put out a request. I said, I'm going to do an all-request show. Tell me what you want to hear. Nobody responded. Well, one person responded. Monroe responded, and he said, hey, play something by Pat Metheny. So, I like Pat Metheny. I like some of his work. I like, actually, a lot of his work. And I decided, anyway, I decided to do one of these tunes of Pat's, and it's a bit challenging, so I actually have chord charts for myself because it's crazy. It's a great tune. It's called The Roots of Coincidence. He won a Grammy for Best Rock Instrumental. You know, of course. Looking at the chat, one last question about the rig. Oh, what's in the glass? It's tequila, my friend, and plenty of it. Nah, not plenty of it, but it is tequila, and it's really good tequila. I couldn't tell you what kind because I can't remember names anymore, but it's quite delicious. It's very calming. Anyway, I have to boot up this. I'll have to boot up this file. I might actually have two more. I do have two more tunes. I have another tune prepared that I'd really like to do when I get past this one. This is a bear. This is it's an ass-kicking tune. It's a really ass-kicking tune. And it's tough. But I like a challenge. And I've been rehearsing it, and I'm at the point actually now where I almost don't need the chart anymore. Kind of need the solo changes a little bit because they're a little wonky. They're long and involved, and I tend to lose track. So I have the solo changes there. There's a piano involved. There is... Let's see, what do I have? What notes do I have for my Pro 2? Pro 2. Ah, yes. That's the sound. Okay. Now, as I said, that's the sound that my friend calls a Neil sound, and I have written it into every instrument that I own. So right now I'm calling it up from the Pro 2, but before, when I used it in the last couple tunes ago, I called it up from the Voyager. Sounds basically identical. Let's see. Big bass, okay. Voyager square wave, that's the outro. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That's the memory mode. You'll hear that coming back during the tune. Let's see if I'm missing anything here. Nope. That looks good. It looks good. For those of you using Ableton and interested in... Oh, Todd, yes, please. We shall mezcal. How about as soon as humanly possible? Let's see, where am I? Yeah, Andre, Channel 13. Yeah, what is it, PET? It was WNET around here, so. Robert, cheers, man. Thanks for coming. Barry, you can't see the rig? Here's the rig. There's the rig, buddy. How about now? As we used to say on the road, how about now? Can you see it now? How about now? You see it now? How about now? Now? Can you see it now? How about now? Can you see it now? How about now? Hi. All right. I like this close-up view for talking because I feel like it's a little more personal. Yeah, that sound, Andre. I love having this chat window open and like actually being able to talk to you guys. I mean, you know, it was always kind of chat was there. It was a kind of an unusual thing to be able to call up comments from all the different, aggregate comments from all the different channels that I'm streaming out to. But now it's a really great thing. It's like I feel like I'm talking to you guys, which is an extraordinary thing. Interactive, yes, Julia. It's awesome. Anyway, so I have this tune. Oh, what I was going to say is for those of you using Ableton, every other tune that I've done that used Ableton up to this point, I have different sections of the song in scenes. Thanks, Richard, Appreciate it. In a scene is a collection of clips, and basically, yeah, right on, Andre. Yeah, write them down, man. So I've already changed them all. And a scene basically goes from the beginning of a verse, and sometimes it goes all the way through the chorus and back to a verse and then to a looped improv section. So the scenes are very long, and they cover a lot of ground. They allow me to play straight through a section or multiple sections that I normally would play through without changing much, but still gives me the freedom to jump around in the song and do different stuff. This tune is kind of through composed in a way, and I don't use any scenes. In fact, Ableton is in what they call arrange view, which means it's playing back. It's playing back as if it was Pro Tools. But the automation is great. The sounds are great. Everything is cool. So I'm going to do this tune before I lose my shit, yo. All right. I'm going to switch cameras, and here we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so we can start. We want that sound for later, and I have a foot pedal that brings that in. Hands free. We want that sound for later. We also want, let's see. Yeah, we'll leave that. That's set. That's set. That's set. That's set. All right, we're ready. Holy mackerel. Okay. This is the killer. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's a hell of a tune, huh? It looks like my camera froze again. That's just too bad. Turn that off. Turn this guy back on. Clock's still ticking. Yeah, so that's called The Roots of Coincidence by the Pat Metheny Group. Now, when this goes up on YouTube, when it gets solidified up on YouTube, they're gonna probably flag this shit and take it down. So I'm going to do an edit and cut that tune out of this video and then repost it so that doesn't happen. Yeah, that's like a hell of a tune, man. And actually, performing it, it went by considerably faster than I expected. You know, the solo changes. It's a whole page, and some of the stuff is like 16 bars, and then 8 bars, and then 16 more bars, 4 bars, another 4 bars, then groups of 16, 16, then a turnaround, then it's just it's complicated, but it's great, and it went by, like I said, it went by a lot faster than I expected. So I'm thrilled by that. All right, guys, this has been so great. Let's see, Julia, thank you so much. Paul Mancino, hey man, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Great to see you, bud. Thank you, Johnny. Guys, you guys are so kind. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, Vertigo. Yeah, Andre. Yeah, I know, Lyle Mays, right? God damn. That guy was like a genius beyond genius. And he said something interesting in an interview, which I found very fascinating because I'm at the same place now, and I wasn't sure if it was okay, which is I don't listen to other people's music so much. I'm trying to listen to my internal stuff. So I end up like, people are like, oh, there's all this great new music. And it's like, yeah, it's nice, but I'm trying to hear something else. So I can't listen to it. That's something Lyle said. Let's see what else. Richard Small says, do you ever use a drum machine with composition? If so, which one do you recommend for a beginner? Yeah, I got to fix this. Can't see these comments. Where is the text color here? Oh, here it is. Is this it? Yes, that's it. Okay, that's better. Let's get this back in here. Let's try this again. Grab it. Yeah. There we go. Do you ever use a drum machine with composition? I don't use drum machines anymore because Ableton Live functions as, a drum machine and a sequencer and a recorder and anything else you can think of, it'll do. So, for a beginner, I don't know, Boss, Dr. Rhythm, those are pretty good. I'm not that up on drum machines anymore. I remember Korg had the Electribe. Those are also really great. And about the Moog purchase, I would, try to get honestly, you could get a little fatty or sub 37. It depends on what you're trying to do. Like I like a lot of presets. Hey, Nick, you out? All right, buddy. Great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. So I like to use presets and at least have the ability to call up presets. So something like the grandmother, it's a great instrument, but it's for patching. If you're going to go modular, then that's a whole nother discussion. Richie, why do people have eyebrows? I don't know. Why do people have eyebrows? So they can wiggle them around? I don't know. All right, listen, guys. Before I go, I want to also mention that I have a new series that I'm going to be starting. It's actually two different variations of the same thing. It's called 6 on Synths. It's going to be either 6 minutes or 60 minutes on 60 on Synths. So we'll do an in-depth dive with guests and talk about particular instruments, programming techniques, all kinds of tricks and trinkets and things, and, good stuff. Now, before I go, I'm going to do one more tune for you guys. It's 10:59, so it's coming up on 2 hours. I want to be kind of off air in the next few minutes, but I prepared this tune, and I want to do it. And this tune, actually, I'm going to play on my lap steel. Now, if you're a really hardcore synth guy and you're like, I don't want to hear no stupid guitar. Give me the thing. Give me the keyboards. I'm like, all right, well, feel free to tune out. Let me change the camera here. Oh, there we go. Let's see. So I've got my steel here. This is another original tune. This is called Everyman. I wanted to do this for a long time, so you've hung in there this long, just indulge me. And thanks again for sticking around. It's been great to hang out with y'all. It's been really great to hang out with y'all. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the energy, the feedback. Everything is cool. This is for you. Okay, guys. Peace and blessings to you all. Talk to me. Thanks, man. Thanks for indulging me. I've been playing this thing for about 5 years now. I don't take it out in public very often. And of course now, I don't take it out in public at all, because I don't take anything out in public. But I love the sound. Anyway, you guys have been a phenomenal audience. It's great to be with y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Kronos has some sort of pluck string physical modeling thing. It's okay. It's not great. I've checked it out. The piano sound is great. The Karma thing is great. Paul, thank you so much, buddy. Gianni, thank you. Richie, peace, my man. Miss you, bro. I think you're not in the neighborhood right now, so I miss seeing your face in this place, if you know what I mean. All right, kids. I'm out. Mwah. Love you all. Peace.